Well, here it is, the obstacle pole, a little bit different out west. Brandon Sergei taking on Mark. What are the differences?
They're going up the pole just the same as they do in the east, but when they get to the top, they're using number 1, a modified chainsaw, and number 2, he almost falls off there, Mark. Number 2, they're actually using the bottom part of the bar for both sides of the cut.
They need one full disc to come off the end of that log. Brandon Sergei way ahead at this point. Brandon Sergei sets a time to beat at 16:16 as Mark Boken takes a lot of time at the top of the log there.
As we watch Mark here in the replay, you'll see he runs up the pole and he almost loses his balance and comes off at the top of the pole, hangs on there. He's actually an axeman really by trade, and he's learning the water sports and the OP here on his spare time.
Well, 5 or 6 feet above the ground. I know for a fact the big guys have a hard time with balance sometimes, and Mark Boquin clearly had a hard time with balance. Up next, Mitch Hewitt taking on Brian Bartow.
We've got the Axeman versus the Waterman and the Poleman, and this one here, Brian Bartow, this is his kind of event. Mitch Hewitt, he's a great axeman, not really used to seeing him in these kind of events.
Well, since coming to Canada, Mitch has taken on all the events that have been offered to him, and Brian Bartow, a track and field coach, he's certainly versatile in all the different sports, Lumberjack sports. Brian Bartow ahead at this point.
Ahead at this time, but look at Mitch Hewitt. He's not far behind him at all. Brian Bartow's going to win this thing, but Mitch Hewitt not far behind.
Well, Brian Bartow lowers the time to beat to 14:73 here in the obstacle pole, but look at this guy going up the log, full of confidence.
No problem at all. Of course, he's got great balance. He does the log burling, the pole climbing. These are his events, and he's got to come good in these ones.
Well, there it is, Sterling Hart.